is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
It was a long night last night, but the Angels finally came out victorious in 19 innings, thus setting up the rubber match of this three-game set against the visiting Boston Red Sox. If you did not stick around last night for the victory, and here now the AT&T U-verse rewind. This one's out toward right field, hit well. Holt going back. He's near the wall, pulls up. That one is off the top of the wall. Gone! Drive home safely and hopefully light that baby up. But John Farrell is going to come out and argue this one. Right now it's a 5-4 Angels victory, and we'll see what happens here with Farrell and C.B. Buckner.
And Albert, the machine, slides in and home. They're going to review this. There's no question. And a potential another comeback victory for the Halos. Another walk-off victory. 34th if it stands. And it stands.
Albert Pujols with the walk-off home run. And the Angels are winners tonight. It took a while. 5-4 the final as Albert hits his 22nd of the year.
The third baseman, Albert Pujols.
From inside the Big A, we welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubas. I'm Victor Ross, and I apologize if I happen to lose my voice. It was over 6.5 hours last night, and certainly exciting, but a chance to pick up the series here tonight.
Yeah, Vic, that was a lot of fun. The bullpen, 12 2/3 innings pitched. It's 3 hits, 1 run. Garrett Richards had a no-hitter into the 7th. Mike Trout with 3 hits, including a game-tying home run. Pujols with the walk-off. A lot of fun. See what we have here today.
Well, the Angels did make some moves on their roster. Big news, too, and we will talk about that during the game as Hector Santiago will get the start for the Halos and trying to make it 2 in a row as we're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Lineups at first pitch when we return. Angels Baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. By the Fiat 500 1957 edition, returned of the original. Visit FiatUSA.com to learn more. And by the UPS Store, your one-stop shop for your small business needs. Welcome back to the Big A for the finale of this three-game set between your Angels and the Boston Red Sox. And Hector Santiago, the Halos, not wasting any time and taking the field. That means we will run through the lineup for manager John Farrell. Boston in fifth place in the American League East with a 51-65 record. Brock Holt leading things off, and he'll be playing right field this afternoon. Dustin Pedroia at second. Yoenis Cespedes in left, so no David Ortiz, at least to start the game. Mike Napoli will serve as a DH. Kelly Johnson gets to start at first. Xander Bogaerts at short. Will Middlebrooks at third. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. And that is Dan Butler batting ninth and making his major league debut. He is the catcher. Taking on Hector with a 3-7 record and a 3.84 earned run average.
Boy, and Hector's been throwing the ball very well of late, attacking the strike zone. The big key, though, for Hector as he tries to continue the pace he's been on is pitch efficiency, especially how much the bullpen was used last night. Very important to get some quick outs and use that changeup to get those quick outs. He's got a good one, two-seamer away, followed by a changeup away.
Check out the defense behind Santiago this afternoon. Colin Cowgill in left, Mike Trackmatic in center, Cole Calhoun in right. The infield has David Freese, Eric Guybar, Howie Kendrick, and Efren Navarro from third to first, and Chris Inetta behind the plate.
Navarro getting that start at first base. A very good defender, three-time Angel minor league defensive player of the year at first base. He's played solid outfield, but very, very good glove with a strong throwing arm at first base.
Today's first pitch being delivered by the UPS store. First one is inside, and that gets C.B. Buckner, the home plate umpire, right on the wrist. So after a 6.5-hour marathon and 19 innings on the first pitch today, C.B. Buckner gets drilled. That pitch, it may have clipped the glove of Inetta. It's 1 ball, no strikes. That's why Chris is out there to give Buckner an opportunity.
Yeah, fastball up and in. Right off the forearm wrist area of C.B.
Well, while we have a moment here, I mentioned before the start of the game, the Angels made some news today as far as moves are concerned. Tyler Skaggs will have Tommy John surgery. He had the option of having surgery or going to rehab, but figured that he didn't like his chances with the rehab, so he's opting to have the Tommy John surgery, which will occur on Wednesday. So he's been transferred to the 60-day disabled list. C.J. Cron and Cam Bedrosian optioned down to AAA Salt Lake. Vinny Pistana, whom the Angels just acquired a couple of days ago, is in the bullpen. And Caleb Clay, right-handed pitcher, has been added to the 40-man roster. And he is in the bullpen as well. Holt looks at his strike, and it's 2-1. So a busy day as far as transactions are concerned for the Angels. Everyone was used in the game last night from the arms standpoint on both sides. Matt Shoemaker, a fantastic 3 innings. The entire bullpen was fantastic. Shoemaker, after throwing 102 pitches in his start on Wednesday, went 3 solid last night and picked up his 10th win of the year. So he's fouled back, and it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a number of times he's really went out and picked up the entire team, and Mike Scioscia, Mike Butcher be able to come out of the bullpen after starting just a few days prior to that. Give a lot of credit to Matt Shoemaker for wanting to go out there and attack, especially a very good offense like Boston.
Brock Holt hitting .296 on the year as he fouls this one back. 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Just missed, and it's a full count. Holt last night ended up going 1 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. Yeah, you'd like to keep off the bases. Good speed. Dustin Pedroia on deck. Just underway here at the Big A. Payoff pitch fouled off to the left. Mentioned C.B. Buckner calling the balls and strikes today. Quinn Walcott at first base. Dale Scott, the crew chief, at second. And Ben May, who was behind the plate for all 19 innings last night, did a terrific job.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yep, he's over third. Little flare over to short. Actually Freeze before Eric Guybar has the opportunity to call him off, makes the catch, and there's the first down of the ball game. So up steps Pedroia with 1 out, nobody on. Who has the advantage in a game like this? In a quick turnaround, the offensive guys or the pitchers?
Certainly the starting pitchers have the advantage, because after you have that many at-bats the night before, you're dragging, especially early in the game, you have the energy going as a starting pitcher. Eventually, as the game progresses, it switches back over to the hitters. But early on, huge advantage for the starting pitchers.
Pedroia hitting .280 with 5 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Had a 2-for-8 game last night. Scored 2 runs. And an incredible heads-up play in the 14th inning. On a stolen base attempt, he was safe with the overshift on. Ibar took his eye off him and he took third base. He skies this one to right center. Trout moving over. Calls off Calhoun. And that is the second out here, the first. At that point, Boston took a 4-3 lead on the sac fly by David Ortiz in the 14th inning. Only to see the Angels tied up in the bottom of the inning.
Well, you got to give both Boston and the Angels a lot of credit for how both teams were able to come back in games early on. Garrett Richards was fantastic. Had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning. Boston takes the lead. The Angels tie it up. Boston takes the lead again. The Angels tie it up, and then Albert wins it in the 19th.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and Yoenis Cespedes, the left fielder, up. Cespedes 1 for 7. Matter of fact, the only guy to have multiple hits for the Red Sox last night was Pedroia with his 2 knocks. As Boston manages 6 hits in those 19 innings, the Angels, on the other hand, had 15 hits. Unfortunately for the Angels, many of those hits did not occur with men in scoring position. Thus the prolonged outcome.
Tell you what, if you look at this lineup today for Boston, the one guy that's going to potentially give Santiago some pressure is this one right here in Cespedes, 4 for 8 with 2 home runs against him.
All right, lifts this one out to right. Calhoun now backs up a little bit. Ball's going to carry here on this warm afternoon. And Hector Santiago with a 1-2-3 top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Calhoun, Trout, Pools coming up with no score. Mike Scioscia starting on for the Angels at 68-48, and with the victory last night, remained 4 back in the West. Cole Calhoun will lead things off at right. Mike Trout back at center after serving as a DH last night. Albert gets that nod today. Eric Ibar jumps up to the cleanup spot with no Josh Hamilton in the lineup. Howie Kendrick, David Freese, Efrain Navarro at first. Chris Iannetta behind the plate. Colin Cowgill back out in left as they take on the 25-year-old right-hander native of Santo Domingo, the Dominican Republic. His name is Ruby De La Rosa.
De La Rosa fastball is 91-96, slider curve, very good changeup. But the keys against De La Rosa today for Halo hitters: early pressure, attack that fastball, day game power. We saw that fly ball by Cespedes. Square up the baseball, and you should be able to see some home runs hit today by the Angels against De La Rosa.
Cole looks at a strike. Calhoun last night 2 for 8. One of 5 Angels players with multiple hits last night. Scored a run. Takes outside. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Calhoun hitting .280, 11 home runs, and 32 runs batted in. He started off the ballgame yesterday with a double. The Angels struck for 3 straight hits. Scored a couple of runs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really, it looks like De La Rosa is going to be living away, fastball changeup away, especially against left-handed batters. 279 against them with 4 home runs.
11th start of the year for De La Rosa, 3-4 mark and a 3.43 ERA. 60 hits, 60 and a third as that one misses away. Originally in the Dodger system, signed as an international free agent back in 2007 as a youngster, and it was part of that 12-player trade with the Dodgers in 2012. 2-2 now. Little number up the third base line. That's going to go for an infield base hit.
It's a good bunt.
Absolutely. Perfectly placed. Defensively for Boston, you have Cespedes, Bradley, and Holt in the outfield from left to right. The infield has Middlebrooks, Bogarts, Pedroia, and Johnson from third to first, with Butler behind the plate.
And Jackie Bradley Jr. getting the start today. Center field, we've seen him come out as a defensive replacement. Been out unbelievable, catching baseball's 13 outfield assists, which leads the American League in that category. Cespedes right behind him at 12. Michael Brantley with Cleveland with 11 outfield assists. But great coverage for Bradley and a very accurate throwing arm.
So Trout will step up with the man at first base and nobody out. 3-hit game for Mike last night. 3 for 8, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And the home run he hit off Clay Buchholz at that point tied things up. Got out in a hurry. As a matter of fact, off the bat, I didn't think it was going to be a home run. I thought it was going to be off the wall. That ball, just a laser beam, his 26th of the year. Mike now with 84 runs batted in. His batting average at .299. 1-0 pitch. Broken bat roller towards short. Bogarts touches the bag, throws off balance, and fires it into the dugout. And Trout will take second base.
Hyundai key to the game after that error made by Bogarts, putting Mike Trout in scoring position is going with the little Rolling Stones. Start me up. Got to get that offense going early on to give some wiggle room to Hector Santiago, allow him to attack the strike zone and pitch deep in the game. But it's up to the offense. Get it rolling. The man who won the game last night coming up here now with an opportunity to drive in Trout.
And in scoring position for Albert. Walk-off home run last night for Albert. 22nd home run of the year. .73 runs batted in. These are the instances in which the Angels have really struggled, really pretty much since the All-Star break. But more specifically, as far as this homestand is concerned, the Angels just 3 for 27 through the first 4 games of this homestand. 1-0. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 514 career home runs. Next up, Frank Thomas. Willie McCovey, Ted Williams, 521.
All Hall of Famers.
As I said, the 3 for 27. Those 3 hits all happened last night. .1-1. Albert takes down and in. A little sinking fastball there from De La Rosa. Right-hander, not a big guy. Listed at 6'1", just over 200 pounds. In his Red Sox debut last year, pitching 11 games. 0-2 with a 5.56. 20 starts at AAA Pawtucket. Trout over at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a little two-seamer down and in. Those changeup and two-seamer down and in against right-handed batters. Only getting 249.
Calhoun with an infield base hit and was forced out at second on the fielder's choice by Trout. Bogart sailing it into the dugout for his 17th error. That's how the Angels have a man in scoring position here. Downstairs. Full count.
A surprising number of errors by Bogarts, as good as he is. Majority of them have been on throws like that. It was the smart play to do, step on the base and take it himself, but then the high throw into the dugout.
'68th error committed by Boston this year. Halos committed 2 last night and now have 60 on the season. Ibar on deck. 3-2 pitch. Roller foul. Protecting there. '31st game in which Albert has served as the DH this year. He's hit .359 in this spot with 9 home runs and 25 runs batted in. Quasi day off for him. Hamilton gets the day off. And he draws the walk. So 2 on with 1 out and Ibar coming up.
Well, a lot of pitches on that side of the plate so far in the game for De La Rosa, whether it's inside on a right-handed batter or away against a lefty. Something exclusively to the glove side of the plate.
Middlebrooks will play in just in case Ibar has any ideas of dropping one down. Kelly Johnson back at first. Outfield straight around, although Cespedes maybe a couple of steps to his right. That means a little bit more towards the foul line and left. First one low. Boy, if you're an offensive unit right now, considering all the arms that were used last night, I'd say try to be patient, see if you can work that pitch count up.
Almost like old school where guys, starting pitchers, were going 7, 8, 9 no matter what. You might see that today on both sides.
Two balls, no strikes. Second game that Ibar has batted in that cleanup spot.
Now it's time for Coors Light Cold Hard Fast. Speaking of relievers and pitches thrown last night in the ball game, both bullpens very, very effective. And Shoemaker with the most, went 3 innings, but everybody solid, especially on the Angels side. 12 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run allowed. Solid effort by the bullpen, both the Red Sox and especially the Angels. The Cold Hard Fact is brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
I would imagine Jason Grilli is not available today. He's pitched 5 of the last 6. Got an off day tomorrow. Ibar looks at a strike, 2-1. Off speed pitch there from De La Rosa. He's back. 3 innings last night. 4 strikeouts, everything else zeros.
558 pitches thrown total last night.
That's it.
Just a few.
Should have taken the over. 2-1. Downstairs, a full count, or pardon me, a 3-1 count.
18 pitches thrown from De La Rosa so far in this game. 10 out of the strike zone. Only 8 in.
1 out here in the bottom of the first. 2 men on. 3-1 count on Eric. Howie Kendrick standing on deck. Angels with the victory last night. It was their 39th here at home. So 39-22, snapping a 4-game losing streak. Here's the 3-1. Upstairs, and it's back-to-back walks, and they're loaded up for Howie.
You might see a visit potentially to the mound here by Nieves to talk to De La Rosa, who's struggling with the strike zone.
19 pitches, 11 balls, 8 strikes. A good strikeout to walk ratio coming into this ball game in his first 10 starts of the year. 40 punch outs, 19 walks. So now Kendrick will bat here with the bases loaded, 1 out. Now he had 280 batting average. Last night 2 for 5, 3 walks. Takes a strike. Doesn't like that call. C.B. Buchter. Looks like he caught the bottom part of the strike zone. Ground ball to second. Pedroia to Bogarts back to first, inning-ending double play. The Angels struggled with men in score position, and more specifically with the bases loaded this year, continue. One to the second, scoreless.
We'll check out news from around the majors on the Cardinals Jr. Sports Update. Some detailed information on the moves that the Angels made today and how that will affect the club not only in the near future but down the road also.
Mike Napoli, Kelly Johnson, Xander Bogaerts. It's Hector Santiago here in the second inning. Golden opportunity for the Angels to strike first in the first inning, but get nothing out of it. Napoli, the DH today, hitting .267, 14 home runs, 40 runs batted in as Hector falls behind. And it is 2 balls, no strikes, 3 fly ball outs for Santiago in the first. Through 15 pitches, 10 for strikes. This one's fouled back just above us.
Napoli's going to get one of those baseballs in this booth before too long. Last night he hit that missile just above us. Last night.
Three balls, 1 strike. That's on the corner. Napoli 0 for 5 last night. Red Sox with the loss, now 24-34 out on the road this year. 3-2 reaching for that one. Fouls it off to the right.
Change up, and that's the pitch I think he's going to need today to get some quick outs. Keep batters off balance, get him out in front, pop ups in the infield.
And he draws the walk. Still the leadoff man on board. Tough, too, for a starting pitcher to sit there on the bench, see a team work some counts, get to a bases-loaded situation with one out, try to scratch out a couple of runs, and you get nothing out of it. You got to go back out of the mound. Make sure you throw up a 0.
And it's always important for Hector to get some early support, too. He hasn't got a ton of run support during this season. So you have that little energy level go up when you have an opportunity to get some runs, and you fail to do so. Momentum shifts to the Red Sox here.
Kelly Johnson hitting .219 on the year. 6 home runs and 22 runs batted in. Picked up in a trade with the Yankees. Stephen Drew going the other way. First game as a Red Sox. This one back. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. Hector's last start was against the Dodgers on the 5th. That was at Dodger Stadium. Got a no decision. 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 hits and 5 1/3, and 3 walks and 2 strikeouts in that one through 94 pitches.
Thought he battled well in that game, though.
Pretty close to going around. He did go around.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. I check him.
Yeah. There's out number 1.
Took a while to get the appeal down to third, but it looked like he did go.
Kelly Johnson throwing his hands up twice at Ben May.
Maybe not. The body turn and that angle as a third base umpire, you have the illusion as if he did swing.
No, you can't blame Ben May. So I would say with left-handers, any check swing, go ahead and ask.
Yes.
After spending 19 innings behind the plate last night.
Especially when you turn your body to get out of the way of the baseball inside. Gives that illusion as if the bat is crossing the plate.
1 out, 1 on. Xander Bogaerts a shortstop. Skies went down a left field line, but hook and foul and out of play. Bogaerts had an 0 for 5 game last time, but did have a sac fly, picking up his 29th run batted in. Two balls, 1 strike. Napoli with a leadoff walk stands at first base. One and 2. Pretty good location on that last pitch to Bogaerts. Tough pitch, too, if you're a hitter.
Yeah, he hides the baseball well. When he's in the strike zone, Hector Santiago's got very good stuff, very deceptive. Difficult for hitters to get a read, but it's when he's behind in the count, they can look in the zone, and that's when he becomes hittable.
This one's out to left center. Calgill moving to his left is there. 2 down. Napoli back to first. So 2 outs, a man on for Will Middlebrooks, the first baseman. Hitting 194 after going 1 for 7 last night. Those are the games you dread offensively if you're not getting knocks. 1 for 7s, the 1 for 8s.
And you always seem to come up in RBI situations too, and you're struggling, you expand your strike zone, you're trying to get that perfect pitch to hit, and you miss it.
Boston last night went 1 for 5 with men in scoring position. A little flare to the right side and out of play. It's 0-2. 6 hours and 31 minutes. It's the official game time. Although, we're told by Ed Munson, the official score, that they might tack on another minute because of the review last night.
Because the game wasn't officially over at that point.
At that point, Does it really matter?
That extra minute's important.
2 strikeouts for Hector Santiago. Head to the bottom of the second. Freeze, Navarro, and Idetta coming up with no score. The game will bring you the AT&T fan photo of the game, but we need your help. Tweet us your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto. It could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. David Freese to lead things off here against right-hander Ruby De La Rosa. Threw 21 pitches in the first inning. Issued an infield base hit, 2 walks. The Angels had a bases loaded situation. Kendrick grounding out into the double play to end the inning. 12th time this year that Kendrick is grounded into a double play. David looks at a strike. Freese hitting .254, 6 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Freese last night 1 for 4 on the night. Was removed from the game for a pinch runner, and that was John McDonald. One and 2. It's by the catcher Butler. And Butler making his major league debut today. Christian Vasquez caught all 19 innings last night, and he was spectacular. Saved the game for a little while before the home run. Off the plate to even up the count.
And I was talking about Mike Scioscia about Vasquez. Just his arm and what he can do as far as back picks really limited him to what he was going to try to do as far as hit and run, stealing bases, even bunt situations.
Freese hooks one down the left field line and foul.
I remember when Pudge Rodriguez first came up with Texas, every part of your running game was completely shut down against him. You were going base to base, looking to drive the ball because you weren't able to steal, and he was very good as far as a back pick too. So your secondary leads were difficult to get.
I think once you get to the 4-hour mark or the 13th, 14th innings, it's wheels off. To try whatever. Especially at home as Freese gets jammed, and this one's rolled softly to Bogart. A little bit of a bobble, but they still throw out Freese for round number 1. Folks, the Angels will host the Phillies Tuesday and Wednesday. Both are 7:05 start times, and the Philly Fanatic is going to be here. I guess he's taking summer vacation.
Yes.
It's I guess it's right before he goes back to school. Make your plans to meet him and watch his antics. Purchase your tickets today at the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com. After Navarro steps to the plate, hitting .269.
Away against lefties, in against righties. Left side of the plate so far for De La Rosa in this game. Jammed a couple right-handed batters already, including Freese and Trout.
Out into the seats.
Nice play by an Usher.
Yeah.
Got his body in front of that line drive, made the play.
Ball and a strike on Efron, who went 0 for 2 last night. He went as a pinch hitter and stayed in the game. One and two. Yeah, until De La Rosa shows you the ability to throw inside to a left-handed batter, can just look out that way.
Well, you can almost see the alignment in the outfield. You got Bradley playing over in left center. Cespedes more towards the line.
That's a called strike 3. Top part of the strike zone. De La Rosa picks up his first strikeout.
Kind of a backup breaking ball, upper part of the strike zone, but very difficult to pull the trigger on if you're a hitter, thinking that baseball is not going to be in the strike zone.
Two outs, nobody on. Chris Dinette at the plate. It was Dinette who started the rally at the bottom of the 14th inning with a double down the right field line. A pinch hit double. .265 batting average. Chris ended up going 1 for 3. Over to third. Middlebrooks has it. De La Rosa, a 1-2-3, a second inning. We'll head to the third here at the Big A with no score. Of 8, 9, and 1. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Took Hector Santiago a little while longer to get out to the mound, but he always goes through his warm-up pitches very quickly. Does not waste a whole lot of time. Picked up his first 2 strikeouts in the second inning. Also issued his first walk. They'll face Jackie Bradley Jr., Dan Butler, and then Brock Holt. Bradley last night offensively ended up going 0 for 4 as he came into the game late. .213 average with a home run and 28 runs batted in his 19 doubles and 2 triples. Does not get cheated at the plate.
And you would think with Bradley against Santiago that Freese had a chance being active at third base today, whether it's a bunt or a ground ball his way, especially Santiago going away.
One, two, misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Waited back on that one.
Breaking ball that was elevated. If he gets on top of that breaking ball, he's got a good chance to get a swing and miss. Going down and away against Bradley.
Two. Down and away, full count. 38 pitches for Hector. 2 strikeouts and a walk. This is 3rd full count. Fast fastball at 90. You're not so much worried about the fastball, are you?
No.
Velocity anyway.
I like it anywhere between 88 and 91.
Jammed him. This is popped up behind the plate into the seats.
Well, Hector can't throw his fastball 93, 94, but he muscles up on that and he elevates this. At 88 to 91 range, he controls better with very good movement and deception. It's a quality pitch for him.
Dan Butler on deck. Swing and a miss. Down goes Jackie Bradley Jr. for the first out.
3 punch outs in the game already for Hector. And this is under control at 90. He's around belt high, outside part of the plate, get a swing and miss. Again, under control with that 88 to 91 range.
Here's Butler, the catcher. Big league debut today at AAA Pawtucket this year. 227 average, 4 home runs, and 28 runs batted in. Swings the first one and skies one to Alfred Navarro. 2 down.
See, that's a pitch I was talking about, Victor, at the beginning of the game. That off-speed pitch to get a quick out. He was able to do so. 1 pitch out. He's got a good changeup. He has the ability to locate his slider also. But his changeup and screwball, he might mix in a few more of those today. Very effective for him.
Top of the order now, Brock Holt. He popped out with David Freese in the first innings. He's 0 for 1. Scoreless here in the 3rd as Holt lifts this one out toward left. Tailing back towards Cowgill. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hector Santiago. At the bottom of the 3rd, Cowgill, Cal Hunitrout coming up for the Angels. top of the inning for Hector Santiago as we welcome you to our broadcast booth up here. And this is no truth to the rumor that we had cots placed back behind the wall
just a few
here.
Hours that's all we need.
That's all we needed.
Yes.
But a nice victory for the Angels and an opportunity here this afternoon to pick up the series win and try to gain some momentum. Going to off day tomorrow, and then you've got the Phillies in town for two.
Victor, I'm looking at patterns for De La Rosa so far in this game. Every pitch seems to be on the glove side of home plate, so you make adjustments. The right-handed batter certainly is a left-handed batter. Bunch some runs together and give some support for Hector Santiago through 3 innings. He's throwing the ball very well today for the Halos.
Colin Cowgill leading things off, followed by Cole Calhoun, then Mike Trout. De La Rosa had himself a 1-2-3 second, and you hope that Kendrick's double play ball in the first inning doesn't get De La Rosa off the hook. Struggled with command in that inning, but he settled down in the second inning. Only threw 12 pitches in the second after throwing 21 in the first. Cowgill hitting .274, 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in, 8 doubles on the year. Back-to-back starts in left, off speed. This is low. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two.
Boy, painted the outside corner that time at 93, so he's changing it up a little bit instead of living on the inner part of the plate against right-handed batters.
Cowgill strikes out swinging for the first out.
A change up, down, and in again. 2 strikeouts in the game. De La Rosa.
Up steps Cole, proud owner of the only hit today. Infield base hit up the third base line. Takes outside. .491 slugging percentage for Cole Calhoun coming into this ball game. That is tops among leadoff men in the American League. This one's over to first and beyond. Kelly Johnson. That ball took a wicked hop. Brock Holt goes into a slide. Calhoun into second with a double.
That's good hustle. That's what you got to do. Spark the offense, take those chances. Good base running. That ball got by Johnson, hit well by Calhoun, but aggressively going out of the batter's box and thinking double. This time out over the plate, was ready for it. Hits it well by Johnson. Ends up being a double right down the line. Holt tried to slide over to keep that ball in front of him. Just that slight bobble though. Give Calhoun that opportunity to slide in head first for a double. It's 20th of the season.
That's 3 straight multi-hit games for Cole. He's in scoring position for Mike Trout. That ball was squared up. How much you could do if you're a first baseman. That ball took a little kangaroo hop over the glove of Kelly Johnson, who went into the dive. So Trout now up. He is 0 for 1. That jammed and rolled one. Turned out to be a fielder's choice in the first inning. He was eventually stranded in and out of the glove. Calhoun thought about going, but Butler regroups. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Tough play for a base runner at second base because of where that baseball is basically in line with the batter. So you really can't judge how far away that ball is.
Shorter throw to third base, and you have Mike Trout up and you're in scoring position already. You have to make sure you're definitely going to be able to advance to third base.
Well, that was pretty close to Butler using the mask to pull the baseball back toward him.
And that's an automatic. balk on that one. Advance the base runner. Like he crossed him up. Oh, he thought about it.
Yes, he did think about it. You see C.B. Buckner right on it.
He was going to call it right away.
Yeah. You don't see that too often, but you can't do that as a catcher.
And once you touch that baseball with your mask, the runner will advance.
2 balls, no strikes. Calhoun standing in scoring position with 1 out here the 3rd. Now Mike backs out. Breaking ball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. So in Toronto, the Blue Jays have battled all the way back. They just tied the Tigers in the bottom of the 9th inning.
And the Tigers were up in that game at 1.5-0.
Yeah, there was a David Price start.
Everyone was basically saying Tigers on their way to the World Series when they got David Price, but the bullpen has still been an issue for them. It continues to be that.
And they just placed Anibal Sanchez and Joaquin Soria on the disabled list today. 2-1. Rolled foul. Anibal Sanchez scheduled to be out 3 to 4 weeks with a pectoral strain.
Royals playing very well again today against San Francisco. Lead that game in the 7th, 7-1. Right now, Kansas City trails Detroit by just a 1.5 games. Toronto still hitting in the bottom 9, tied the game up, and the Royals comfortably up on San Francisco. Could be a half a game back after today.
At times, the Royals have been somewhat of a Jekyll and Hyde team. Go on a good run, but they can also lose some games. Do so for a prolonged period of time. 2-2. That hit him.
I got him right in the leg, the thigh area. We talked about how he throws a lot of pitches inside.
As long as they got him in the thigh, not in the knee area.
Yeah. Just above the knee in the thigh area. And that stride. Try to get out of the way. Very good as far as turning his shoulder in. There's no way to get out of the way of that ball at your leg like that.
6th time this year that Trout's been hit by a pitch. That leads the team. Now Albert will bat with 2 on and 1 out. Pujols drew a walk in the 1st. Different guy. De La Rosa is a different guy with men on base than he is with the bases clear. He seems to be very aggressive, pounding the strike zone with the bases clear. Very cautious with men on base so far. That was the case in the 1st. He issued 2 walks to load up the bases. Struck out Cowgill before Calhoun doubled, and now a hit by pitch to Trout. 1-0. This one down toward left center. Playable for Bradley. As Pujols gets jammed for round number 2.
Now let's check out the tools of the trade presented by Ram Trucks after that fly ball out by Albert Pujols. But last night, checking out his perfect swing to win the game. That leverage and going the other way. You talk about 5 tool players. One of the tools is power and hit for an average. You hit a pitch like that the other way. It tells you can do both. And Albert Pujols, one of the best hitters of all time.
So 2 outs now, and runners remain at 1st and 2nd base. And here's Eric Ibar. Drew a walk to load it up in the 1st. 0-1 count.
Right in the dugout of the Angels.
Eric now in the hole at 0-2.
By the way, how refreshing that lemonade look. Delivered in the stands.
This warm afternoon, absolutely. Very much so.
Good crowd.
Yeah.
Trying to stay in the shade, a majority of them.
Yes, they are. .48 pitches thrown by De La Rosa. And now he backs out.
Usually mean when you see a pitcher step off like that, he wasn't confident in the pitch they were going to throw.
Twins at Oakland tied at 1. That game at the top of the second at the Coliseum, the finale of that 4-game set. 0-2. And Ibar goes down swinging as the Angels leave a man in scoring position. Now 0 for 3 with men in scoring position this afternoon. Still scoreless as we head to the 4th. Hey folks, the Angels are taking on the Phillies Wednesday at 7:05. Kids 3 to 14 in attendance will receive the Baby Rally Monkey Bobble while supplies last. Purchase your tickets today. Visit the Angel Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com.
Can't wait.
Yeah. That is happening on Wednesday.
That's this Wednesday, right?
Yeah, this Wednesday. 2 more on the homestand. Tuesday and Wednesday, and then it's off on the long road trip. Pedroia looks at a strike to lead off this 4th. Angels will be in Texas for a 3-game set beginning on Friday, then off to Fenway Park for a 4-game series, and 3 against the Oakland A's. 1 ball, 1 strike. All we can hope for is that there's no 6-hour, 31-minute, 19-inning gem on that Thursday night getaway from Fenway Park. That would kind of ruin things on the flight to Oakland. Pedroia hits one out to left center field, hit well. Calgill giving chase, and he's not going to get there. 1 hopper off the fence, and it will go as a leadoff double for Pedroia, his 30th double of the year.
First hit of the game for the Red Sox. Pedroia doing it again. He did it last night. First hit of the game for the Red Sox in the 7th inning, and that was against Garrett Richards. Pitch on the inner half, but down. Fastball at 88. Pedroia's quick on pitches inside. Usually up and in, he's very quick. Down and in, he'll hit that ball into the ground, but this one he was able to drive into the alley.
Second time today that the leadoff man has reached for Boston. Napoli drew a walk to start the second, but was stranded at first. Cespedes, the left fielder, 0 for 1. Hit a fly ball to right his first time up. Check swing. They wanted an appeal. Went around. 0-2 count. Boston last night 1 for 5 with men in scoring position. 4 for 13 in the series. As a team, they've hit .236 in those situations this year. The Angels .266. Down goes Cespedes. No, he fouled it at the plate. Ineta unable to hang on to it. Just went back to that first game after the All-Star break. The Angels are down 7 points. Men in scoring position. He started the quote-unquote second half batting .273, but down now. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit allowed for Hector Santiago so far.
Trying to stay inside against Cespedes, not allowing him to get his arms extended. Slider.
That game in Toronto now into the 10th. Tied at 5. Tigers and Blue Jays. Little pop up on the first base shot into foul territory. Goes Efrain Navarro, makes the catch, 1 out.
What? It's played by Navarro, but Santiago was going to be in position to be there also. Very aggressive. One thing about Hector, he feels his position well, and he's very active on the mound. So that jam shot, just in case his first baseman not going to be there, he was going to be there just in case to make the play.
Got him on the breaking ball. First out. It looks like Napoli is going to get the intentional walk here. Be the second walk issued to Napoli. First intentional.
A .338 career hitter against the Angels. His former team in 14 home runs. We'll give Mike Scioscia that option with an open base. So many big hits against his former mates.
A left-handed batter, Kelly Johnson, on deck. He struck out in the second inning.
Part of it too is the offense is struggling to score runs. You just can't afford to challenge hitters that have had success against you. More likely, if you're swinging the bats well, you will go after them.
So Pedroia at second and Napoli at first now. Johnson coming up. This one down the line, slicing out of play. That's an 0-1 count. Back in the day, Kelly Johnson, a first-round pick, 38th overall by the Atlanta Braves in 2000. At a high school in Austin, Texas. Had a 26 homer season for the Diamondbacks in 2010. Hit 284 that year, but over the last several years, it's kind of been a role player, bouncing around multiple positions. Hit 235 last year for the Rays in 118 games, 225 the year before as a member of the Blue Jays.
Very streaky hitter.
And he hits this one out to right. Cole moving back on it is there. He'll make the catch. Pedroia will tag it head to third. Napoli will stay at first base, 2 outs.
Right down the heart of the plate. Just missed that one. Hit it well. Calhoun able to run it down. And a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Just in off the bat enough. Didn't get the barrel of the bat, but still hit that one well.
Bogart's a shortstop, now up with runners at the corners. Fly ball to left for Bogarts. The second innings, he's 0 for 1. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Boy, 8 fly ball outs in the game for Santiago. Now in the 4th inning with 2 outs.
Popped him up. Shallow right field. Kendrick drifting out. Looks like he's got a beat. Makes the catch. And that'll end the top of the 4th. Both teams have had an opportunity with men in scoring position. Both failed so far. We're still scoreless. Kendrick Freeze and Navarro due up for the Angels, and beginning on Friday, August 29th, the Ford CIF Southern Section Game of the Week returns to Fox Sports West and Prime Ticket. From week 0 through the playoffs, Southern California's brightest stars compete on the big stage every Friday night. Fox Sports and FoxSportsWest.com bring you the best of high school football all season long. Ruby De La Rosa, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hits allowed. Now he takes downstairs. Kendrick 0 for 1, a double play ball to end the 1st inning. 11th that he has rolled into this year. Check that as 12th. Albert has 21, lead team. 2 balls, no strikes. Two of the 3 innings, the Angels have had multiple base runners on. De La Rosa had himself a 1-2-3 second. This one over to third, backhanded by Brooks. Off balance throw to first, not going to get him. It'll go as an infield base hit.
It's a long throw for Brooks from that third base position, but offline, and Howie, infield hit. Ball was by him. Could have been a double, especially Cespedes playing well off the line in left field. Set an infield hit for Howie.
So Freese will bow with a man on. Second infield base hit collected by the Angels today. 1-0. Freese grounded out to Bogarts to lead off the second.
A lot of room here for David Freese in left center field, especially a lot of pitches, whether fastball or changeup, in on right-handed batters.
Good rip. Fouls it straight back. Evens up the count. The Giants have made it a little bit interesting in Kansas City. They now trail the Royals 7-4. In game at the top of the seventh. Still tied at Toronto at the bottom of the 10th. Two finals: Cincinnati over Miami, Cleveland over the Yankees, 4-1. Marlins will be here. It's coming up on the next home stand, I believe. 25th, 26th, 27th. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Garrity's have seen a look into Mike Scioscia. Good count for action, hit and run.
Fouled off the mask. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A drop down fastball right down the heart, and then right off the mask, straight back. Knocked the mask off of Butler.
Full count now for De La Rosa. Second full count for the right-hander. 1-2 and struck out 3. Navarro on deck. See if Kendrick takes off here, and he does. 3-2 is ball 4. Full sails into center field.
It's a live ball. You can continue to go.
And he does. A gift by the catcher in his major league debut by Dan Butler, sailing it into center field. He'll pick up his first big league error.
Yeah, just because it's a walk doesn't mean the play is over. It's a live play, especially thrown into the outfield, and Howie alertly gets up from the slide and advances to third on the throwing error from Butler. Taking that chance against Bradley with 13 outfield assists.
I'm trying to figure out why Bradley threw the ball off balance. Looks like he had plenty of time to kind of set his feet.
He gathered himself very well. And with an arm like he has, it is surprising. And there would have been a play at third.
I thought so as well. Third walk issued by De La Rosa. Runners at first and third, nobody out. An effort at the plate. He struck out looking in the second inning. First one outside. Kendrick with an infield base hit, and now the walk to Freeze, plus the throwing error, putting runners at the corners. Morrow fouls it off the left. We've seen Butler have some issues as well with De La Rosa behind the plate.
Yeah, a lot of movement on his pitches.
Kendrick got to be on his toes. His effort lifts one out to shallow left. That's not going to get the job done. Cespedes then left. One out.
Have to challenge his arm for sure, especially that shallow in left field. 12 outfield assists, and we've seen some great throws from Cespedes against the Angels this season.
So one out, runner still at the corners and still scoreless as Chris Iannetta steps up now. He grounded out third his first time up. First one downstairs.
Is looking for some pitch he can drive deep enough to be able to score. Howie, this opportunity right now, you have to score. Infield hit, a walk, advance to third on a throw into the outfield.
One ball, two strikes. One, two. Called strike three. 2 outs. The Angels' struggles continue. It'll be up to Cowgill.
Paints the upper part of the strike zone. 96 mile-an-hour fastball.
4 strikeouts now for De La Rosa to go with 3 walks. Angels 0 for 5 with men in scoring position. Cowgill, a strikeout victim in the third. So he's 0 for 1. 66 pitches thrown by the right-hander. 36 strikes, 30 balls. Number of opportunities for the Halos have been presented to them in 3 of the 4 innings. They've yet to make the most of it.
De La Rosa has faced 18 batters in this game to this point. He's only thrown 5 first pitch strikes, yet he's not allowed to run yet.
Howie started off this inning with an infield base hit. Ended up at third base on a throwing error by Butler on the walk to David Freese. But then Efren with a fly ball to shallow left, and I ended up with a strikeout looking. Top of the order, Cole Calhoun on deck. Boston in the 5th inning will have the bottom third of its order coming up. It's popped up. Pedroia battling the sun, puts it away, and the Angels yet again leaving a man in scoring position. We head to the 5th, still scoreless. Angels baseball brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Call 1-855-1TWC. By the 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. And by AT&T UVerse TV, mobilizing your world. Top of the 5th here at the Big A, the rubber game of the series. Still no score as we begin the top of the 5th inning. Hector Santiago back on the mound. Did a nice job working around a leadoff double in the 4th inning. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit allowed. He'll face Will Middlebrooks to keep things off. First one in, first strike. Middlebrooks, the third baseman, struck out there the second. He's 0 for 1. 64th pitch thrown by Santiago. Most he's thrown in any one inning. 18. He's done that twice, the 2nd and the 4th. Although he might be standing on the mound right now saying, hey, can we get some runs?
No question.
Take a little pressure off.
Upstairs with a fastball after a couple off-speed pitches. A swing and miss.
This one line to right. Calhoun is there. 1 out. Hector getting just a 2.4 runs per game of support from the Angels.
It's difficult at times when you're taking the mound and knowing if you make a mistake or two that could cost you an opportunity to win a game. I know everyone always says, hey, your job is to go out there and pitch deep into a game, but the reality is when you get some run support early on, it allows you to be even more aggressive and challenging hitters more so.
1 ball, 1 strike on Bradley, the center fielder. Struck out in the 3rd.
Tyler Skaggs going to have Tommy John surgery. Usually, generally, rule of thumb, about 12 months before you get back into competition at the major league level.
Seemed to think that it would wash out his 2015 campaign. Called strike 3. Down goes Bradley. 2 outs. Strikeout number 4 now for Hector.
And twice has gotten Bradley on a punch out. 1 swinging, now 1 looking. Upper part of the strike zone is touching the upper part of the strike zone at 91.
Dan Butler, his first big league at bat, saw 1 pitch popped out there for Navarro in the 3rd, so he's 0 for 1. Sees the count evened up on him at 1-1 now. Butler last year, the MVP, Pawtucket, triple-A team. 14 home runs last year for them. As Hector just missed his target. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
A little chuckle on that one. The old change up. Just a bit outside.
That fanatic better not be around that plate area.
No.
Three-1 count. And a 2-out walk to the 9th place hitter. 3rd walk issued by Hector. Keeps the inning going, and Brock Holt coming up now. Brock Holt 0 for 2. Pop up to 3rd. A fly ball to left. Looks at a strike. This one into left, a base hit. Cowgill over to cut it off. Does so. Butler will stop at 2nd.
One of those 2-out walks, all of a sudden, seem to come back to haunt you when you're on the mound. You're almost through an inning. You have the number 9 hitter up. You walk him. Next thing you know, you're going to face Pedroia with 2 on.
The number 9 hitter in his first big league game, even more so.
The one that swung at the first pitch he saw and popped out to first base.
Pedroia 1 for 2. Doubled in the 4th. Looks at strike 1. Double for Pedroia, leading off that 4th inning, his 30th of the year. Speeds up the count. Calhoun shallow and toward the foul line in right. Trout in a couple of steps and toward the alley in right center. No score, top of the fifth. Santiago trying to finish off this inning. The Angels have the top of their order coming up at the bottom of this fifth inning. 2-1. Two-out walk to the ninth place hitter, followed by a single by Brock Holt to left, putting Covers at first and second. Hit by Holt, second for Boston this afternoon. This one's hooked down a left field line. Hit pretty well toward the foul pole, and that is just foul. Home run distance, but just to the left of the fair pole, and it is the right side, wrong shape type swing.
Off the bat, thought that had a chance of staying fair, but just hooks foul. Fortunate enough for the Angels and Hector Santiago.
Hector now at 83 pitches. Two balls, two strikes. Iannetta sets up outside, and this one's lifted to right. Playable for Cole. So Hector will get out of it, and we'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up, still scoreless.
Zero here in the bottom of the fifth. Let's take a look at our Honda upcoming schedule. An opportunity to make up some ground. You got two more here at home against the Phillies and off to Texas for 3, 4 in Boston, 4 night games, 3 in Oakland, and come home for 3 against Miami and 3 more against Oakland. So that's 6 games against the Oakland A's, who lead the AL West in the month of August. An opportunity to make up some ground.
Oakland and the Twins tied at 1. That game's at the bottom of the fourth inning. Here scoreless. Cole Calhoun to lead things off against Ruby De La Rosa. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 3 hits allowed by De La Rosa. 2 of those 3 hits to Cole. Infield base hit up the third base line and a double down the right field line. Double for Cole, his 20th of the year. 69 pitches thrown by the right-hander. 38 have been strikes. 1, 2, 3 inning. That was back in the second. Now Cole backs out. Misspoke when I was talking about the pitches by De La Rosa. 7-2 thrown by the right-hander. And to his credit, when he's needed to make a pitch, he has certainly done it. Calhoun goes down swinging for out number 1. 5th strikeout now.
So he has some real good movement on his fastball. And firm also. 95. Creates that lateral movement. He's running away from a left-handed batter for a swing and miss. That arm angle he has creates that downward action on his pitch, especially his fastball, but he also backs up his changeup in that same plane.
Trout 0 for 1. Fielder's choice in the first inning, hit by a pitch in the third. Foul back. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 5 left on for Boston. No runs, 3 hits, no errors. 6 left on for the Angels. De La Rosa running that fastball in. Hit by pitch got Trout in the just above the knee quad area.
What a great view that is, especially for a Trout fan to see his favorite player. That's some real good views in the stands. The angle you'll be able to see the baseball off the bat, looking for that power stroke from Trout. And that baseball he hit out the right center field got out in a heartbeat.
Two. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, 2 outs.
Butler wanted this fastball inside, but ended up being on the inner half, but middle part of the plate in the end. And a swing and miss pulled off the baseball, Trout did. The front shoulder opened up, head pulled off the baseball, and unable to make contact.
So 5 in a row retired by the right-hander since walking freeze and putting runners at first and third with nobody out in the fourth. Pujols will walk and a fly ball to shallow center, so he's 0 for 1. One now. Now back. Good rip at a fastball.
Boy, Auburn, that game last night. 2-run double in the first. Walk-off home run in the 19th. Spacing out your RBIs. Big RBIs, though, for Pujols.
And De La Rosa strikes out the side. We will head to the 6th still with no score.
Somebody presented by Audi. We talked about the pitchers having the advantage after a long game last night. Well, that has been the case. De La Rosa has been very good with his slider, fastball. Santiago has matched him. Good changeup, good fastball. Been getting some fly ball outs through 5 shutout innings apiece. 2 hits by the Red Sox, 3 hits by the Angels in this game. Both pitchers dominating so far.
Cespedes, Napoli, Johnson for Boston here in the 6th. One ball, no strike. Cespedes 0 for 2. A fly ball to right, a pop up to first. The Angels had some action in their bullpen in the 5th inning. It looks like starting some action now here in the 6th. Cespedes fouls this one off the right. Newest call-up, newest member of the Angels, Vinny Pestano, getting ready. Check swing foul. Cespedes unhappy with himself. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two.
A couple times with his changeup today, Hector has just tried to make the perfect pitch and dips his elbow. That's a pitcher you had to make sure your elbow's up if you want to work that changeup to run down and away against a very good hitter. Range of speed so far in the game for Hector. 91 mile an hour fastball, 64 mile an hour breaking ball. So he's been able to change speeds well.
Two. Shot, full count.
Looks like he's stumbling in his follow through on his delivery to make sure he got that fastball inside against Cespedes. So far, 4 punch outs, 11 fly ball outs, not 1 ground ball out so far for Hector.
Napoli on deck. Payoff pitch. Cespedes drives one out to deep right center field. Playable for Trout, however. 1 down.
Another fly ball out. This is why we bring that up, especially in the day game. A fly ball is always a dangerous play here. The big A during the day, the baseball carries much better than it does at night.
So Napoli will bat. with no official at bats for him. He walked to lead off the second, intentionally walked in the fourth.
Come on, Mikey!
He'll look at the strike. Pistano's ready to go in the bullpen. Should Mike Soship need him to come into this ball game. 0-2. Pistano, a local product. Born in Newport, went to Canyon High School and Cal State Fullerton. An arm injury last year, but putting up good numbers this year at AAA. Kind of fallen out of favor with the Cleveland Indians. Angels making a trade a couple of days to acquire him. Michael Clevenger, minor league pitcher, going to Cleveland. That's a called strike. 3 down goes Napoli. 2 outs.
Only threw a lot of fastballs. 3 of the 4 pitches in that sequence against Napoli. Fastballs located well, maintaining the deception, hiding the baseball well, not overthrowing, spotting that fastball outside corner for a punch out.
5th of the ball game for Hector Santiago to go with 3 walks. And here's Kelly Johnson. He's 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly ball to right.
And the shift on with Johnson at the plate.
Two balls, no strikes.
You got to maintain that focus to get through the inning. Last inning, Hector got 2 quick outs, a fly ball out and a strikeout. Ended up walking Butler. And a base hit by Holt brought up Pedroia. Finish off this inning. Give yourself a chance to pick up a W if the offense could score you some runs in the bottom of the 6th.
Johnson skies one to center. Dealing with the sun. Keeps his eye on the baseball. Squeezes it in the 1-2-3 inning for Santiago. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, still with no score.
And now it's time for the Cardinals Junior Sports Update. We'll give you a full idea here what happened as far as transactions for the Angels today. Tyler Skaggs has been transferred to the 60-day DL. He's going to have that Tommy John surgery in a few days. Vinny Pistano was called up from Salt Lake City, acquired from the Indians just the other day. Caleb Clay called up, right-handed pitcher. He's never pitched in the majors, but to give some length out of the bullpen with all the arms Luke used last night. CJ Cron down to Salt Lake, along with Cam Pedroia, who threw the ball well last night.
Ibar showing bunt, takes ball 1. Ibar, Kendrick, and Freeze 4, 5, and 6 for the Angels here in the 6th inning.
And just like we thought with all the pitchers used last night, that Mike Scioscia needed some bullpen arms.
This one pulled foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Hector throwing the ball well, but it's always been a high pitch count guy, so you figure 6, 7 innings out of Hector, and he certainly has done his job today. Solid 6 innings so far for Santiago, and he allowed him 2 hits.
Ibar with a walk and a strikeout. Oh, for 1 as he grounds this one to second.
Hyundai key to this game. We talked about the offense needing to get going. Start me up. Here's an opportunity for Howie to start up this offense. Had a few opportunities in this game. A couple times with men in scoring position. I look for Howie to try to drive a ball, extra base hit, to get another guy in scoring position and score and give Santiago an opportunity to pick up a win.
Looks at a fastball for a strike. De La Rosa's retired 7th straight since walking 3s in the 4th. Howie 1 for 2, a double play ball. Ended the 1st inning. Infield base hit in the 4th and was stranded at 3rd. The Angels today 0 for 6. Men in scoring position. It's an 0-2 count now on Kendrick. Kevin Jepson getting ready now.
De La Rosa, when he wants to, he can elevate his fastball and rush it up there, 95, 96. His pitch range, 98 best fastball, slowest breakable at 79.
Off the end of the bat, Kelly Johnson to the backhand. Feeds De La Rosa 2 outs. So make that 8 in a row. And now David Freese coming up. 3 hits today for the Angels. 2 by Cole Calhoun, the other by Kendrick. Matter of fact, 2 of the 3 hits infield singles. Boston has 2 hits. Double by Pedroia in the 4th and a single with 2 outs in the 5th by Brock Holt. Well, you said it earlier that starting pitching in general has the advantage after a game like last night. Oh, while that may be the case, as you pointed out, Angels had opportunities early. And especially that 1st inning, bases loaded, 1 out.
Yeah, you never try to let any pitcher, especially a relatively young pitcher, off the hook in the 1st inning where you could do some damage. With a couple of walks himself, so he put himself in that position for the damage, and he got through it though with a double play ball.
A soft liner out to right center to fall in for a base hit, 2 out knock. Keep the inning alive for effort tomorrow. Navarro for 2, struck out looking at a second, a fly ball to left in the 4th. This one's out toward left center field, hit well. Cespedes giving chase. He'll track it down as the ball tails right back toward him. And that'll do it for the Angels here in the 6th. We head to the 7th here at Angel Stadium, still with no score. pitcher on for the Angels, and we'll talk about that in just a sec. It's time now for the AT&T fan photo of the game. Remember to tweet your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and your photo could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. Today it's Marlene Morales. Marlene, great picture. We appreciate it. As always, keep sending us your tweets, your pictures, hashtag it with WestFanPhoto. New pitcher, it's Kevin Jepsa taking over here for Hector Santiago. Our first relief pitcher of the ball game, delivered by the UPS store. Jepsa pitching his 57th game, 0-1 record, and a 1.68 ERA. Pitched last night, just 2/3 of an inning, and had 1 strikeout. He'll be scheduled to face Bogarts, Middlebrooks, and Bradley, 6, 7, and 8 for Boston. Hector Santiago this afternoon went 6 innings, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, one of which was intentional, and no runs allowed. Another good outing by Hector Santiago. Ruby De La Rosa's had himself a very good outing through 6 himself. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 3 hits allowed. Checked out, 4 hits allowed. But going back to Hector's start, I do believe now that his earned run average might be the second best ERA on the staff behind Garrett Richards now.
Yeah, it is at this point. Great job by Hector. Mike Scioscia needing that quality start. Got 6 shutout innings out of Santiago.
First one to Bogarts, up and in. Red Sox shortstop 0 for 2. Fly ball to left and a pop up to second. The Royals have just defeated the San Francisco Giants 7-4. They have an opportunity to pick up a game. American League Central. Tigers and the Blue Jays now into the 13th inning, still tied at 5. Oakland and the Twins still tied at 1. That game's in the 5th. Pardon me, top of the 6th now. Third one. Seattle leading the White Sox 3-0. That game's in the 5th. Texas defeated Houston 6-2 earlier. Here, no score. Popped him up. Shallow right. Calhoun comes in. 1 away. Hey folks, groups of 20 or more can enjoy Angels baseball for as low as $8 per seat this year. Take advantage of the exclusive group hat collection for select series. To book your outing, just call 888-796-HELLO or log on at angels.com/groups.
Not one ground ball out in the infield for the Halos today. All fly ball outs. Pop-ups in the infield, but no ground ball outs.
This one fouled back and just in front of Jerry Remy. Remy doing his best to get out of the way there.
Yes. He fielded a lot of line drives over his career. Doesn't need to do that anymore.
He can still go to his left like the best.
Yes, indeed.
Middlebrooks to the strikeout and a fly ball to right. Good breaking ball.
Just like we talked about Garrett Richards on to that next level with his ability to throw his breaking ball for strikes. Same thing for Jepsen.
Boston 0 for 4 with men in scoring position. The Angels this afternoon 0 for 6. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hector Santiago threw 98 pitches in his 6 innings. Most pitches that he threw in any one inning was the 5th, and that, of course, was because of the 2-out walk that he issued to the catcher Dan Butler. He faced 2 more batters. Got out of it, kept it a 0-0 tie. Full count.
Just off the outside corner at 96 for Jepson.
Jackie Bradley Jr. on deck. 1 out here in the 7th. Swing and a miss on the off speed. 2 down.
What a great changeup from Jepson on a 3-2 count. A circle changeup, 84-mile-an-hour pitch, way out in front.
It's like he turned that one over.
Yeah. Make sure he hit his spot. If he's going to make contact, he's going to pull that one foul.
2 outs, nobody on for Bradley. Center fielder twice has struck out. One swinging, one's looking. Oh, 1. The bottom of the 7th, the Angels have Iannetta, Cowgill, and Calhoun coming up. Good off speed. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Overthrown fastball out there. A perfect changeup that pitched before from Jepson.
Now the 2-2. Outside, a full count.
Looked like he just took a little bit too much off that last changeup. He's thrown some good ones so far, but that one at 83 as compared to 85, 86.
Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Down goes Bradley. A 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Jepson. 7th inning stretch time. Still scoreless. Bottom of the seventh here at Angel Stadium. Kevin Jepson a 1-2-3 seventh, including a couple of strikeouts. Good off-speed pitches too on both Middlebrooks and Jackie Bradley Jr. As Ruby De La Rosa finishes up his warm-up pitches. He's been very good as well. 92 pitches, 6 innings, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks.
Well, he's avoided the middle of the plate the entire game, whether he's running a fastball or changeup in on right-handed batters, or throwing a breaker ball down and in, or changeup fastball away against lefties. Been very, very solid in this game.
Chris Inetta, Colin Cowgill, Cole Calhoun, the scheduled 3 batters for the Angels here at the bottom of the seventh. Inetta fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Inetta's 0 for 2, a ground ball to third and a strikeout. Left-hander Tommy Lane getting ready now for Boston. One ball, 2 strikes. Handles have action going in their bullpen as well. Joe Smith getting ready. Red Sox have 9-1-2 coming up. One ball, 2 strikes. Cowgill on deck. Inetta wanted time. As a matter of fact, took the right hand off the bat and asked for time, but De La Rosa started the windup.
That's a pretty good pitch, too. Slider, catching the lower part of the strike zone, but see, Buckner did not call it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. One away.
Excellent changeup down and in after a slider off, slightly off the outside corner. That's been a very effective pitch, whether it's a fastball in or a changeup down and in against a right-handed batter.
8 strikeouts now for De La Rosa. Cowgill 0 for 3. And up steps Cole Calhoun. Edward Mujica, the right-hander, also getting ready now for Boston. Cole a 2 for 3 game, single, double, and a strikeout. Breaking ball outside.
Trying to get something on the inner half of the plate, maybe hook it down that right field line.
Sharply hit and a diving stop by Pedroia to his right. And the Angels are done here in the 7th.
It's the reason why Pedroia has won a number of Gold Gloves. Always in the position, the diving play. That baseball was by him. Great play by Pedroia to finish off the inning.
Free quote at MercuryInsurance.com today and see how much you can save. Buy Jack in the Box at Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. And buy the Sonata Premier Event at your Hyundai dealer now through September 2nd. Top of the 8th inning, still with no score between the Angels and the Red Sox. The rubber game of the series. New pitcher on for the Halos. Joe Smith taking over for Kevin Jepsen. Turn in and out, who's in, who's out. Jepsen a 1-2-3-7 with a couple of strikeouts. Joe Smith, a second straight ball game on in relief. Joe pitching in his 56th game this year. 4-0 record and a 1.80 ERA. 15 saves under his belt this year.
Very good action on his fastball. A lot of ground ball outs. 15 saves already this season for Joe Smith. Also great ERA. Very good sweeping slider to get a swing and miss.
Threw 15 pitches last night. In one inning, had a couple of strikeouts. He'll face 9-1-2. Butler, Holt, and Pedroia. Butler with a pop-up and a walk. He's 0 for 1. 27-year-old, native of Phoenix, Arizona. Non-drafted free agent, an organizational guy for the Red Sox. Behind the count at 0-2. Slider down the line, foul.
Not in front, but it was elevated.
Tried to get him to chase.
We were almost willing to go right back out there again. He almost swung at that one. More likely will chase the next one.
Two balls, two strikes. Brock Holt, the leadoff man on deck. Dustin Pedroia after him.
Also keep in mind that David Ortiz is available to pinch hit off the bench for John Farrell today.
Day off for Ortiz. Napoli serving as a DH with Kelly Johnson getting it started first for Boston. They're headed to Cincinnati after the ball game, take on the Reds. Down goes Butler for round number 1. Angels, of course, will get a much needed off day tomorrow before taking on the Phillies for a 2-game set beginning on Tuesday.
An arm angle, two-seamer running down and in, hit a swing and miss. 88-mile-an-hour pitch from Joe Smith.
Brock Holt 1 for 3, singled in the 5th. 2 fly ball outs, the other 2 times up. 1 of 2 hits for Boston this afternoon. Pedroia has the other. A slider for a strike. Halos in the bottom of the 8th inning have Trout, Pujols, and Ibar coming up. Rudy De La Rosa is getting more and more locked in with every pitch. Retiring to sign in order in the 7th. Sends the walk to David Freese in the 4th, but runners at 1st and 3rd with nobody out. De La Rosa's faced just 13 batters. He's retired 12 of them. The only hiccup in there has been the 2-out single to David Freese, and that was in the 6th inning. Bounce over to first. Navarro goes off his body. Usually a slick fielder, and that ball eat him up. Goes an error on Efra, his 2nd.
And Efra went back on the baseball to pick up the hop and then took his eye off it. Hit off the body and rolls away. Almost got the Howie in time to be able to make a play at first, but Holt runs well, and speaking of that, he will probably try to steal a base.
Six stolen bases for Holt. He's been caught twice. '61st error committed by the Angels this year. 3rd of the series. Pedroia pulls one through the left side, a base hit. Holt will stop at 2nd. So 2 on and 1 out for Cespedes. Boston's left fielder today 0 for 3.
2-hit performance by Pedroia again in this game. What a great defensive play he made last inning to finish off the bottom of the 7th.
Right now, we're down and in on. It's an 0-1 count. $36,300 here this afternoon for the finale of this 3-game series. Boston taking game 1. The Angels striking for game 2. Breaking pitch, hammered out the left. Cowgill moving back on it, pulls up. Gone. A 3-run home run by Yoenis Cespedes. And the Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. 18th home run of the year for Cespedes, and now with 72 runs batted in.
Well, got a slider out over the plate, got his arms extended, and hit a line drive over the wall. 3-run home run for Cespedes. This slider, this spin action out over the plate. Cespedes, when he gets his arms extended, bad things happen, and that's what happened. A line drive, 3-run home run.
Base is clear now for Napoli. .23 and 2/3 innings scoreless baseball for Joe Smith. Snapped here in this 8th inning. Error by Navarro. Should have been the second out of the inning. A single by Pedroia, and then the 3-run home run to Cespedes. This one flipped it foul and out of play. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it may not sound like a whole lot, 3 runs. But considering the way this Angels offense has sputtered along since the All-Star break, it's a mountain, not just a little hill.
And the bullpen has been so good for Mike Scioscia for a long period of time. It's that one mistake.
Called strike 3. Down goes Napoli. He doesn't like it. He'll let C.B. Buckner know about it. 2 outs. Clearly a strike. I'm not sure what Napoli was arguing about. You obviously can't argue balls and strikes. And C.B. Buckner looked like he gave him a little bit of leeway.
He gave him an opportunity to voice his opinion and then walk away, but went right back at him. Napoli did. And John Farrell at the point where he may get thrown out of the game also if he keeps this going.
So 2 outs, bases clear. Kelly Johnson will be the batter. Napoli will take it on home.
This slider looked like it got a lot of the plate, and it did.
Johnson getting to start at first, 0 for 3 with a strikeout and a couple of fly ball outs. 3-0 Boston here in the 8th. Trout, Pujols, and Ibar coming up for the Angels in the bottom of the inning. And down goes Johnson. The top of the 8th is in the books, but not before Yoenis Cespedes puts the Red Sox up. A 3-run blast. Boston leads at 3-0. Run of Cespedes, a 3-run home run, his 18th of the year. Ruby De La Rosa back out on the mound for Boston. They'll be facing 2, 3, and 4 for the Angels. Trout, Pujols, and Ibar. Josh Hamilton with a day off, so Ibar jumps up into that 4th spot. Trout hitless today, 0 for 2, but was hit by a pitch. Oh, 1 count. Evens up the count.
A lot of pitches in on Trout. Changeups in, fastballs in. Occasional slider away. Most pitches inside on him.
One and 2. Went back to the fastball, and that's a pitch that got Trout in the 5th inning on a strikeout.
And he had a pretty good swing at that one. And you wonder what has happened to the offense for the Angels in the second half. I know face a lot of good teams, a lot of good pitchers, but lately missing pitches, they're pressing, trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark instead of that approach of singles and doubles, creating runs that way, pulling off pitches, missing pitches that should be crushed. Bottom line is, as a hitter, you just have to try to relax at the plate, get your pitch, do some damage, but don't try to do too much. Before the All-Star break, averaging over 5 runs a game, which was tops in Major League Baseball, but since the break, a little over 3, which is near the bottom. Pressing now, you can see the way they're swinging the bats.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Since the break, whether it's runs, average, on-base percentage, slugging, either last or second to last in the American League since the All-Star break. Same goes to the situation with men in scoring position.
Had so many conversations with Don Baylor exactly about that, and he was a great hitter at the major league level, an MVP. But what you have to do as a hitter is you try to relax. And it's easier said than done, because you want to be the guy to help the team get out of this slump, but then you create more of a slump by trying to swing harder, trying to pull pitches instead of going the other way.
3-2, fouled back. Edward Mojica, the right-hander, getting ready once again for Boston. 109 pitches thrown so far by De La Rosa. Season high for him, 112 2 starts ago. That was against Toronto. De La Rosa's not won a game since July 19th. That was against Kansas City. Al Butler's going to go out and have the conversation. 3-0 Boston here in the 8th. Sky to left. Cespedes moving back on him. He's at the warning track. He's at the wall. Leaps up and nothing. It's gone. Big fly for Mike Trout, and the Angels get on the board. It is 3-1 Sox.
Well, we talked about hitting the baseball up in the air here in a day game, and that ball just kept drifting back. Cespedes climbing the wall. Watch that one go over. John Farrell's going to make a pitching change Well, Mike Trout gets the Angels on the board, responding right back to the 3 runs from Boston. That looked like a hanging slider, sped up the bat, inner half of the plate. Trout hits his 27th home run, 85th RBI of the season.
Well, that's going to be it for Ruby De La Rosa. Lead-off home run to Mike Trout, a 9-pitch at bat, and the Angels finally get on the board. We have ourselves a pitching change. Edward Mujica, the righty, is coming on here in the bottom of the 8th inning with nobody out. The Angels down 3-1. The 7th of the year. Let's go back and take a look at that swing by Trout.
He was able to use that lower part of the body for leverage and threw the baseball so well. The drive towards the baseball, kept his hands back and used the barrel of the bat to create the lift and hits it out to left field. But that good balance and using that lower part of his body, still had his hands inside the baseball and drives it out to left. Ruby De La Rosa threw the ball exceptionally well into the 8th inning, 110 pitches. There's 5 hits allowed, 8 punch-outs for De La Rosa. Mujica in the game now. Fastballs 89-92 range. He'll be facing Pujols. Slider. Also will throw a curveball and a split-finger fastball.
Pujols will walk, a fly to center, to strikeout. Mujica last night, 1 inning, 1 hit, everything else zeros. De La Rosa, a fantastic 7+ innings. In his 11th start of the year, 5 hits, including the home run, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. Albert pops it up in the middle of the infield. Pedroia comes racing in, calls everybody off, 1 down. Left-hander Tommy Lane back up and loosening for big hop as well.
More likely, Lane will be up just in case Mike Scioscia goes to Josh Hamilton.
Bunt on the third base line. Middlebrooks fields it. Throws over to first. They get eyebarred by a step. Nice play by Will Middlebrooks. 2 down.
Boy, he's kept himself under control. He stayed low on that bunt in good throwing position to be able to throw out Ibar. Playing in, anticipating a bunt, but stayed down on the baseball. Got in good throwing position. Strong throw to get Ibar by a half a step.
So 2 outs now. The base is clear, and Howie at the plate. 1 for 3 game for Kendrick. Infield base hit in the 4th as he hits this one softly to the right side. Roy has to wait for Kelly Johnson, and the Angels are done. A home run and a pop up and 2 ground outs. We head to the 9th. Boston on top 3-1. Blast in the 8th inning, and then Trout with a solo shot at the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher on in relief of the Angels. It's SoCal product Vinny Pistano now on in relief.
Well, I like this when you see Pistano running in, sprinting in the bullpen. Like that.
20th round pick by the Indians in 06 out of Cal State Fullerton. This year in the big leagues, 13 games. 0-1 mark. Area of 5. Had some arm problems last year, but at AAA this year, he's put up very good numbers. At Columbus, 2-4 with a 1.78 ERA in 32 games, 6 saves under his belt. A whip of 1.154.
Yeah, fastball is 88 to 93, and a slider. The 30th pitcher used this season for the Angels, which is a club record. 30 this year, breaking the club record of 29 back in 1996.
Takes over for Joe Smith, who allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on that home run by Cespedes. Also struck out 3. Boston here the 9th has Bogarts, Middlebrooks, and Bradley up. The first one's in for a strike. Xander Bogaerts 0 for 3. A couple of fly ball outs today. Fouls this one off to the right.
Steiner went to Canyon High School. Three-quarters delivery. Starts on the third base side of the pitching rubber.
Count remains at 0-2 in Oakland. The Twins have scored once. Top of the 8th inning, they lead it 2-1, still batting. Kurt Suzuki with an RBI double. Slider fouled back. Pistano last year limited to 37 games in the big leagues. Prior to that, a mainstay in that Indians pen. This one's fouled back. 70 games back in 2012 at a 2.57 ERA. The year before that, 67 games at a 2.32. Down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Evens up to count. Handles in the bottom of the 9th inning and frees Navarro and Iannetta as the scheduled 3 batters. Looks like Koji Uehara getting ready for Boston. He's pitched the first 2 games. Picked up the save 2 nights ago. 2-2. Slider and a swing and a miss. Down goes Bogaerts for the first down.
That's a good slider from that angle. Sharp break, swing and miss. It's a good start to your Angel career for Vinny Pistano.
Oh, 2 count on Will Middlebrooks. 0 for 3 game. A couple of strikeouts and fly ball right. Nice play on that bunt by Ibar at the bottom of the 8th. Fouled back.
Try to get him to chase that slider off the plate.
Twins done scoring in the 8th. Now lead it 4-1. Here it's 3-1 Boston. Top of the 9th. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackie Bradley Jr. on deck. 2-2 on the way. It's downstairs. Full count. Cam Bedrosian and C.J. Cron both being optioned down to AAA Salt Lake. Pistano getting the call up. Caleb Clay, whom the Angels signed earlier this year for pitching in Korea, also called up today, and there's a walk. So man on with 1 out and Bradley at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Hector Santiago today got the start for the Angels. A solid 6 innings, 2 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts. Jepson 1 scoreless with 2 strikeouts. And Joe Smith had 3 strikeouts. We gave him 2 hits, single and a 3-run blast to Yoenis Cespedes, his first home run as a Red Sox.
Fastball had some good sink action. We've seen a lot of getting around fastballs for Pistano have been elevated. That one had sink action. Into the count here again, 0-2.
Breaking ball missed down low. Butler, the catcher, on deck. Middlebrooks drawing the 1-out walk, standing over at first. Not a big lead for him. Down goes Bradley. His 4th strikeout of the afternoon. 2 outs.
Good breaking ball once again for Pistano. Down and in. Swing and miss. 4th strikeout of the game for Bradley. Continues to struggle offensively. Great defensively, though.
So Daniel Butler will bat. First big league game for him. 0 for 2 so far. Did draw a walk back in the 5th. Way outside. A game between the Tigers and the Blue Jays now into the 15th inning. Still tied at 5. Tigers giving up the run in the bottom of the 9th inning to send it into extra frames. Tigers needing a victory to remain a game and a half up on Kansas City, who won earlier today. Two-one now. Check swing foul. Watch out. That got into the seats quickly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got hit right in the gut. Last big league action prior to today for Vinny Pistano, July 10th. Remember the Indians? That was against the Yankees. 2/3 of an inning in that one. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Butler. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th. The Angels have Freeze, Navarre, and Inetta coming up down by 2. Koji Uehara, the closer for the Boston Red Sox, now on in relief. The Angels have Freese, Navarro, and Iannetta due up. Josh Hamilton is available if Mike Scioscia decides to do that. Koji pitching his 3rd consecutive game in the series. Picked up the save, his 24th on Friday night. And last night worked 1 inning and had 2 strikeouts. After the last out, Angels Live postgame presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. We'll break it all down. Patrick O'Neill, Jose Mota, Tim Salmon, and Alex Curry. Uehara takes over for Mojica, who finished off the Angels in the 8th inning. After the home run by Trout, Ruby De La Rosa was done. Mojica got Pujols to pop up on the infield. Ibar tried to bunt his way on. And Kendrick with a weak ground ball to the right side.
Uehara fastball 86, 90 spots it exceptionally well. Cut fastball, very good split finger fastball. The Angels did not record 1 out via ground ball in this game. All fly balls and strikeouts.
David Freese looks at a strike. He doubled off Uehara on Friday. In this ball game, David 1 for 2 on the ground out, a walk and a single. Oh, 2. Just got a piece of it, keeps his at bat alive. But in the hole now with no balls and 2 strikes. Going back outside, and Freese fouls it off to the right. That for Navarro on deck. Freese lifts one on the left side of the infield. Will Middlebrooks shading his eyes with the glove, makes the catch, 1 away. So 1 out, nobody on, and Navarro coming up, getting the strike today at first base. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout, a couple of fly balls to left, although the last one, a nice drive out to the alley in left center that was caught by Cespedes. That ball tailing back toward him. Iannetta's come out to the on deck circle. The 1-0. Strike. 5 hits today for the Angels. Plenty of opportunities to score, especially through the first 5 innings. Actually, first 4 innings.
Boy, how that game changed around early on. Bases loaded in the first inning, did not score.
One and 2. 1 for 6. Or pardon me, 0 for 6 today with men in scoring position. Three for 37 in this weekend series. Navarro hits one out toward right center field. That will get down for a base hit.
That's what you were hoping for, an opportunity. Bring up the tying run to the plate, and Chris Iannetta.
Hamilton's come out to the on deck circle. He'll be batting in Colin Cowgill's spot in the order. Net an 0 for 3 game with a ground out and a couple of strikeouts. He'll look at strike one. That off-speed pitch from Koji. He's a strike throwing machine.
And Inez had a tough time dealing with a changeup on the inner part of the plate and down. Starts him off with a split finger fastball on that same plane.
Oh, 2. Outfield straight around. Cespedes deep in left. Navarro, not that big of a lead at first. 2 down. So the Angels down to the last out here.
Boy, split finger fastball. Bottom drops out, swing and miss.
Hamilton hitting .266 now. 8 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Pinch hitting opportunity for the first time this year. And he'll take upstairs. Josh snapped an 0 for 23 last night. That was with his double that he had in the 17th inning. Pretty good numbers in his career as a pinch hitter. 3 infielders on the right side, and that one sails up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. One out single by Efrain Navarro as he stands at first base.
Pretty good hack at a fastball in the inner half. That's what he's looking and hoping for. Got it in a fastball count.
Went back to the off-speed pitch. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. So the Angels down to the last strike. In jeopardy of losing the series to the Red Sox. Down 3-1 here in the bottom of the ninth. Going back outside. A swing and a miss, and Boston takes the finale. 3-1 the final.
When coming into this series, Boston had been struggling, made a lot of moves for the trade deadline. A lot of different pitchers in the rotation, but Cespedes was a 3-run home run off of Joe Smith was the difference maker. Mike Trout hit a solo shot himself. The Angels lose this one, lose 2 out of 3, lost those 2 games against the Dodgers. Have 2 more at home against the Phillies coming up on Tuesday, but a tough loss here tonight.
Ruby De La Rosa picks up the victory. Smith takes the loss. It is 3-1 the final as Red Sox take the series. Stick around. Angels Live post game is coming up next.